Hi there, Deirdre here from Starwise Clairvoyant Astrology. Today, I'm just popping in to talk to you about the fact that Mars, the planet of drive and determination and motivation and action, has been in retrograde in Cancer, or in and out of Cancer and Leo, for the last 10 weeks, which is a record amount of time for Mars to spend in retrograde motion. So, Mars is the planet of action. So, when he goes into retrograde, it's like a handbrake gets put on in your life. So, what that means for you is that because Mars is in Cancer, is that wherever the Cancerian energy sits in your chart, or wherever the Aries energy sits in your chart, because Aries rules Mars, or Mars rules Aries, that will be where you'll be affected by this. So that will be the areas of your life where you may have been felt over the last sort of 10 weeks or so that you've been held back a bit. You haven't been able to put yourself out there, or have things have any momentum there, or have things come to fruition there, because it was a time of reassessing whatever you're meant to be doing in those areas of your life. So, for many people, it's felt like they've been in a bit of a holding pattern, a bit of a holding period. But the purpose of that, because when Mars is in retrograde in Cancer, it's about really re-looking at our intuition, our creativity, our compassion, our empathy, and how we can look at things for the highest good of all concerned. So it's been a really good opportunity for people to develop their intuition, and to develop their intuition along the lines of being very aware of what other people are feeling, and being able to put yourself into other people's shoes to be able to see what they're going through and find resolution, because really that is the only way we can find resolution with another person or another party, is to be able to see their point of view. And that doesn't mean you have to agree with their point of view, or jump on board with them, but you've got to be able to see where they're coming from, because that's where we find our middle ground, and that's where we can find resolution and actually find ways to get along and to overcome any obstacles that might be in our way. So it's been a real opportunity to look at your authenticity and how real you actually are. And so now that he's in forward motion, which he will be until the 18th of April, when he'll shift into Leo again. So while he's in this Cancerian energy, it's about taking action from a higher perspective. So taking action from an intuitive perspective, a compassionate perspective, a perspective of understanding and clarity is what's needed here. And also this very being aware of what you sort of have processed and worked on within yourself is now how you're going to act outside of yourself. So what we've been working on, or should have been working on, is really aligning our authenticity. So who you are on the inside should be exactly who you are and how you act on the outside. So these last 10 weeks have given us an opportunity to reassess that and look, are the words that I'm saying and the actions that I'm taking, do they align with how I really feel and what I really believe and who I really am? And so if they didn't, then you've had 10 weeks to actually balance that out a bit, so that you will be more authentic and more real. But now that we get to take action on all of that, what you should find is that things really start to move for you again and come into fruition, because you've aligned yourself with the highest part of yourself. And so when we manifest or create or take action from that part of ourselves, usually it's always successful, because it's in alignment with who you truly are. And it's like, if you're not in alignment with who you are, you can't manifest, you can't create things in your life, because you're trying to create something that doesn't match like that. It's like this or it's like that. So it's really important that we get that alignment right between our inner world and our outside world. So it's when we have what we're going to find now is that we've got more clarity to take that action while it's in Cancer, and you're not going to be feeling driven or compelled to want to take action on anything that doesn't actually sit right with you, that you can't feel into and get a good feeling out of, or get a positive feeling, or a practical feeling of some sort out of. If anything that you're wanting to do, or putting yourself into, your energy into in any way, isn't feeling right to you, it's just, it sort of doesn't feel quite right. Is this really me? Is this really what I want to do? That's what we've got to really align at this time, to make sure that when you do move forward, you're absolutely doing what you're meant to be doing, using the best part of yourselves to do this, and being the best version of yourself you can be to do all of it. So enjoy this transit, and take action for the highest good of all concerned. And don't be, always be aware of how other people are feeling and what they're going through, because that's how you're going to find that resolution. That's how you're going to find how to get along with each other and work together with others in a much more productive way. Because once Mars moves into Leo, Leo's a fire sign, so it's a planet of a sign of energy, of leadership, and of independence, but definitely of taking charge. And so while we're in Cancer, it's like, let's make sure we're all aligned, so that we know that when we do get to take that action, do get to take charge, that we're in perfect alignment with ourselves. If we were to just go straight into it now. We haven't done that in a work. We haven't had a chance to play it out. Okay, this is how I feel. This is how I'm going to act. So we've got sort of these next few weeks of Mars and Cancer to play out what we're feeling, to play out how things are going for us. And then once he moves into Leo, which I'll come and talk to you about once that happens, we'll know how to take charge. We'll know what to do that's for the highest good of all concerned. And therefore, very good results and very good fruition should come out of that. It should be a great harvest. So enjoy this transit, and I'll be back again soon. Bye.